Some athletes will be remembered for their all-around greatness. That comes with many incredible moments. Talk about Wayne Gretzky, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Babe Ruth, Gordie Howe, and Mike Tyson. They all had countless moments that you could call the one that defined them. But for some professional athletes, they had one play or a few seconds of fame that forever carved their names into sporting lore. I'm Justin Traction, and today we bring you 15 athletes that had one moment to define their career best. Adam Vinatieri, Super Bowl kicker. The New England Patriots dynasty was largely thanks to Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, but who knows where they would have gone without Adam Vinatieri. He kicked last-second game-winning field goals in Super Bowls 36 and 38. Obviously, the first one was a huge upset against the St. Louis Rams, was the most iconic of them all. But doing it 2 years later against the Carolina Panthers cemented his legacy for good. Michael Jordan's second three-peat. Out of his 6 NBA championships and all of his awards and shots made, perhaps nothing stands out more than MJ winning his 6th and final ring in 1998 with the Chicago Bulls. Sure, his legacy was already well cemented, but to lead his Bulls to a second three-peat in 1 decade puts himself heads and shoulders above every NBA player for the rest of his life. There's a reason nobody puts LeBron or Kobe on his level. This also came a few years after he retired. He came back and made it all look easy again. Bill Buckner. The Boston Red Sox fans held a grudge against Buckner for nearly 2 decades, until their team finally won the World Series in 2004. In Game 6 of the 1986 World Series against the New York Mets, Boston had a chance to clinch their first title since 1918, but Buckner allowed a slow roller through his legs. The Mets walked off on that play and won the championship in Game 7. Buckner doesn't deserve to be remembered for that one play, but it's out of his control. It happened. Mario Götze. There's no way Götze would outshine German football legends Bastian Schweinsteiger, Thomas Müller, Manuel Neuer, or Miroslav Klose, among others, in the 2014 FIFA World Cup. But he had the brightest moment of them all. During extra time in the World Cup final against Argentina, Götze replaced Klose, the tournament's all-time leading scorer. He scored the game winner in the 113th minute, legacy set. John Elway's helicopter dive. Although the drive certainly could be the moment that defined Elway, it was the helicopter dive that really took over his legacy. The 38-year-old was nearing the end of his career and faced off against Brett Favre's Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 32. He then sacrificed his body as he dove for a first down, being crushed by 2 Packers players where he span around like a helicopter. The play set up Terrell Davis's 1-yard touchdown. The Broncos went on to win Elway his first ring. Buster Douglas. Mike Tyson was seemingly untouchable during his boxing career. That was at least until Buster Douglas knocked him out and shocked the world. On February 11, 1990 in Tokyo, the 42-1 underdog knocked out Tyson, the undisputed champion at the time. Douglas was not even close to being as dominant as Tyson in his career, but that one moment defined him. David Tyree's helmet catch. Tyree was used as a backup/blocking receiver for the New York Giants in their 2007 season, but his touchdown grab and the helmet grab cemented him as a hero to New York and, well, New England Patriots haters. Without that catch, the Patriots would have been 19-0, and their empire would have been unstoppable. Bobby Bonds' one-legged heroics. Toronto Maple Leafs icon Bobby Bonds won 4 Stanley Cups with the team, but none were more memorable than what he did in 1964. During the 1964 finals against the Detroit Red Wings, Bond had to leave a game after fracturing his ankle. Season over, right? Actually, he came back in overtime and scored the game winner, and the Leafs would clinch the cup the next game. Chris Webber's no timeout. The 5-time NBA All-Star was one of the best players during his generation, but he's best remembered for a brain fart during his college days with Michigan. In the 1993 National Championship game against North Carolina, Webber called a timeout with 11 seconds left, and his team down by 2. Only problem, Michigan didn't have any timeouts left. He was charged with a technical, and North Carolina finished it off. Franco Harris's immaculate reception. A 4-time Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer and 9-time Pro Bowler, Harris is best known for his immaculate reception catch. In a 1972 playoff game against the Oakland Raiders, Harris's Steelers needed a miracle to win. Terry Bradshaw attempted a pass which bounced off of a Raiders defender and right into the hands of Harris, who ran it for a touchdown. Wilt Chamberlain drops 100. A 2-time NBA champion and 4-time league MVP, Chamberlain set a record for most points in a game that will forever stand. He scored 100 in a 1962 game for the Philadelphia Warriors against the New York Knicks. The next closest is Kobe Bryant with 81. Willie Mays the catch. Mays batted a .302 in his career, made 24 All-Star games, and won a World Series in 1954. All of those accomplishments are overshadowed by one play. His New York Giants faced the Cleveland Indians in the 1954 World Series. In Game 1, WILT smashed a ball into deep left field, but Mays made an incredible over-the-shoulder catch to prevent damage, and the Giants swept the Indians to win the title. Joe Namath's guarantee. 173 career touchdowns against 220 interceptions isn't spectacular, but Broadway Joe is a Hall of Famer, and perhaps for one big reason. A member of the New York Jets, he guaranteed his team would beat the 18-point favorite Baltimore Colts in Super Bowl III. They would win 16-7, and the guarantee has become synonymous with Namath and Jets history. Mark Messier's guarantee. The 1994 New York Rangers were under a ton of pressure to win their first Stanley Cup in 54 years. With Messier and other Hall of Famers, they appeared destined to win it all. That was until they trailed the New Jersey Devils 3-2 in the 1994 Eastern Conference Finals, but Messier guaranteed victory in Game 6. All he did was score a hat trick, guide them to a Game 7 win, and a thrilling Stanley Cup championship parade in the Big Apple. And finally, Reggie Jackson's 3 home runs. Jackson remains no doubt one of the greatest New York Yankees to ever play. The 14-time All-Star and 5-time World Series champion has one iconic moment. During Game 6 of the 1977 World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, Jackson hit 3 home runs in the contest to help the Yankees win the championship. What is the defining moment for your favorite athlete? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.